Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
Meanwhile, Sicilian meteorologists have recorded the highest temperature in Europe's history today at 48.8 degrees Celsius in Syracuse. Balancing the extreme effects of climate change with a smooth transition to a green revolution is a dilemma facing governments the world over. Here, infighting has broken out among Tories in red wall Conservative seats, reportedly turning their ire on ministers pushing for a move away from petrol and diesel engines to meet net zero climate targets. Our political correspondent Liz Bates reports.
The new Conservative heartlands, huge areas of the North and the Midlands that at the last election turned from red to blue. But how do they feel about going green? The government has gone big on climate change, setting ambitious emissions targets, calling on other countries to match them. This is all because COP26 is coming, a global climate conference hosted by the UK this autumn. But whilst the Prime Minister's green credentials may make him popular with some on the world stage, it's causing a backlash from within his own party. An exchange in a private WhatsApp group leaked to The Sun revealed dissent from some new northern backbench Tories. They wrote, "This will not go down well in red wall seats. It's a hard sell asking people to make sacrifices when China and Russia are carrying on as usual, and maybe number 10 should leave their bubble and head north." Here in Coventry, though, a city with a long history of car manufacturing, now at the forefront of the UK's electric car industry, tackling climate change did go down well.
We all have to make some sort of sacrifice and some sort of changes in our lives to try and combat what's happening.
I don't think it's not going to come out in a bulk. It's going to be like, spread out, if that makes sense. So I think people will be willing, in my opinion. I have faith in humanity.
Although I agree that, driving an electric car is probably better, or having a heat pump is probably better. I personally can't afford it.
And it's those personal costs to voters that have prompted concerns among some on the Conservative benches that the party will pay a heavy political price. Others disagree.
I just don't think it's a political price that will arise. I look at my constituents in a classic blue wall constituency, one of the first to switch in 2017, not 2019, and I see people who recognise that we do have a responsibility to our planet, we have a responsibility to future generations, and that there are great opportunities in making this transition. I, for one, am very confident and very optimistic that we can make and win this argument with our voters.
It's partially a sort of communications thing, talking about this and being honest about the challenges we face and really being honest about them, saying there will be costs, but also making sure that they cater for those people, those poorest households, that make sure that they take everyone with them along the way rather than hit them with large-scale costs. We're waiting on a number of government strategies at the moment, and I think how exactly they do that, I don't know, but there's been talk in the past about potential dividends to low-income households, and I think all of these options need to be explored.
The government has said that more detail on the costs of tackling climate change will be announced before COP26. Whether there will be a political cost for the Conservatives remains to be seen.